and I'm gonna go through this very quickly anyway, this part. So the commencement of action is that it's a complaint and a petition, and the lead plaintiff's name is At Night Media, LLC. The lead defendant's name is Barbecue Lady, and that's how I'll try to refer to her throughout. Um, the biggest thing on this page in my mind is this question: are money damages requested? And they check the box no. So this lawsuit is apparently not seeking financial damages. Is this a class action lawsuit? It says no. And then they have to, at the bottom half of the page is what type of, place an X beside the category that most accurately describes your primary case. And at the very bottom right, they cite other, and they say this is a complaint in equity. I did not know what that meant, so I went and looked that up today. And a complaint in equity, there's basically, when you bring a lawsuit to someone, you are either doing a legal complaint, or you're seeking an equitable solution. Here they are seeking equity. So what that means is they are not looking for not money. They're not looking for a price tag, 50,000, 100,000 in damages, anything like that. They are seeking a solution. So they are asking for actions of some kind. It could be a variety of things. I think that's in these papers towards the end. Yes. Here they are seeking equity. So what that means is they are not looking for not money. They're not looking for a price tag, 50,000, 100,000 in damages, anything like that. They are seeking a solution. So they are asking for actions of some kind. It could be a variety of things. I think that's in these papers towards the end. Yes. All basically a statement that's all signed by Father Seth Rogers. Declaration of Seth Rogers. I, Seth Rogers, being duly sworn according to law, hereby depose and affirm the following. Number one, I, Seth Rogers, residing at Tennessee, declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pursuant to 18 PACS 4904 relating to unsworn falsification to authorities, that the foregoing is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. I am Seth Rogers, the biological father of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. From the very beginning, I've been certain in my gut that my ex-wife, Kate Proudfoot, and her husband, Chris Proudfoot, were involved in the disappearance of my son, Sebastian. Chris asked me to, in quotes, get our story straight, end quote, about Sebastian, implying that he wanted me to lie. When I refused, they both cut off all communication with me. They've shown no interest in finding our son, and their behavior only deepens my belief that they're hiding something. Every day that goes by without their help only makes me more certain that they know more than they're saying about what happened to Sebastian. For 7 long months, I've been living the nightmare of a missing child. It's something no parent should ever have to face. The pain is unbearable, and it's made even worse by the fact that the very people who should have cared, Kate and Chris, have turned their backs on me. Instead of searching for Sebastian, they've aligned themselves with people more interested in tearing me down than finding my son. I feel like I'm being blocked at every turn by the Proudfoots and their group of online creators. They've spread rumors, attacked me publicly, and worked to discredit me. It feels like a coordinated effort to silence me and shift the blame rather than help me find my boy.
Oh, okay.
In the early days of searching for Sebastian, I entered into a relationship with Michaela Cleveland. I was broken and grieving, and she seemed to offer comfort, but her intentions weren't genuine. In early May, while staying at my apartment, Michaela sent confidential CPS reports, documents concerning my son's safety without my knowledge. She later teamed up with Austin Trevor Sweet, aka T-Rev, and together they used those stolen reports as leverage to control me. They even threatened to release those private documents publicly. The way Michaela T-Rev and their group of creators, people like Barbecue Lady, Granny's Watching, Queen Bee, and JLR, exploited my pain for their gain is nothing short of cruel. The attacks against me haven't just stayed online. They followed me to work, where I serve as a deputy at Davidson County Jail. Barbecue Lady, along with others like Granny's Watching, Queen Bee, and Cluminati, have spread rumors that I'm involved in the murder of a child and that I'm a pedophile. These lies have put my life in danger and work. I work in the maximum security section of the jail, and if word gets out about those false accusations, I know I could be stabbed or killed by inmates. Barbecue Lady even accused one of my co-workers of being under investigation for time card fraud, trying to stir up trouble in my workplace. These attacks aren't random. They're part of a coordinated effort to ruin my life and make it impossible for me to do my job safely. I've long suspected that Kate and Chris Proudfoot are hiding something about Sebastian's disappearance. Their refusal to help and their cold behavior only makes me more certain of it. Early on, Barbecue Lady came to me in person offering to help, but after she met with the Proudfoots, her behavior changed. It's like she switched sides, and her attacks on me and those helping me became much more aggressive. This makes me wonder what exactly was discussed during that meeting. In addition to the Proudfoots, there's a whole group of online creators who have made it their mission to destroy my life. People like Cluminati, SF Investigates, and Stephen Crabtree have used their platforms to spread lies about me, calling me a child killer, in quotes, and a pedophile, in quotes. These are dangerous accusations, and they've taken a toll on me both personally and professionally. Stephen Crabtree didn't even have a YouTube channel before my son went missing. He created his channel specifically to capitalize on my tragedy, aligning himself with Cluminati and others in the online group. This gang of creators has turned my pain into their entertainment and profit. To make matters worse, the Proudfoots recently posed for a photo with Cluminati and Stephen smiling as if they were all in some kind of sick joke. Oh, we're all in on some kind of sick joke. They pretended to search for Sebastian, but their actions felt more like mockery than a genuine effort. A true and correct copy of the photo taken on or around September 29, 2024, depicting Kate and Chris Proudfoot alongside Cluminati, her spouse or romantic partner, and Steve Fisher, SF Investigates, is attached here too as Exhibit 1 and incorporated by reference herein. The threats haven't stopped. I've been told by people connected to the Proudfoots that there will be consequences for anyone who speaks out against them. Chris even told my ex-wife that if I open my mouth about what I knew, it won't ever open again.
Seth opens his fucking mouth, I promise you, it won't ever open again.
Well,
it feels like they're using their power and connections to silence me, and I don't know how much longer I can fight this battle on my own. Your Honor, I'm just a father trying to find his son. I've been betrayed by people I thought I could trust, and I'm fighting against a coordinated group of individuals who seem more interested in destroying me than helping me find my boy. I don't have the resources or the power that these people do, but I do have a father's love for his son, and that's what keeps me going. Every second that ticks by, my son's life hangs in the balance. If he's still out there, every day that passes without finding him could mean the difference between life and death, and I can't help but feel like the Proudfoots and those online creators are helping time run out on him. Their silence, their lies, their attacks, they're not just bystanders, they're accomplices to whatever's happening to my boy. If my son dies out there alone, they'll have blood on their hands. The Proudfoots, the step-parents who should have helped, they've turned into silencers. The in-laws, the ones who could have supported me, have turned into outlaws. And these online creators, they've gone from telling stories to being killers in their own way. They're destroying my family bit by bit, and it's time for this to end. I'm exhausted, I'm heartbroken, and I just want someone to listen and help me bring my son home.
Sorry.
This is my truth, and I hope you understand how much I need your help to find Sebastian and hold those responsible accountable. I'm fully prepared to testify under oath and provide detailed accounts of these organized and sustained attacks, including the incitement of harassment and violence, these continuous threats to my life, and the severe emotional and professional harm I've endured as a direct result of their actions. I, Seth Rogers, swear and or affirm and verify under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America.
You don't have to read
And then, it's all his signature after,
it's
that
Pennsylvania
he's
code,
citing a number of laws.
Tennessee code,
Oh my God.
Florida code. Yeah, that was rough. Sorry.
Well, there you. I think if you kind of wanted where this is going, that's where this is going. Seth kind of laid it out there, what's going on pretty concisely in that statement. I think that's what we're going to find more of throughout all of this. That's crazy. So maybe we're going to get some justice on some of this. This true crime community can't go on this way like this.
No,
it's not sustainable. So if they're going to have to learn the hard way, and that's just the way it's going to have to be.
Thank you, Mr. E, Mrs. E, and Auntie E, for reading these legal documents and explaining what some of it means. The link to this full video is linked below so that you can go listen to the entire document. I highly encourage you to do so. I've already seen so many comments from people who are very confused about this indictment. I'm going to try to clear some of it up, just like the top misconceptions that I've seen personally. First, this has absolutely nothing to do with money for the plaintiffs. If anything, it's to stop those who are named as defendants to stop making money off of what they are doing. When you read or listen to Mr. E read this entire document, you'll hear the horrible details about creators being denigrated denigrated and gang bullied by multiple creators across different platforms because they support Seth Rogers or because they question Chris and Katie Proudfoot. This document isn't just allegations either. There's over 60 exhibits that show exactly what evidence they stated. So again, this is not about money. This is a complaint in equity, which means basically all of the things stop and case over. The denigration, the intimidation, spreading misinformation, harassment, and obstructing the searches for Sebastian is what has to stop. By causing all of this ridiculous drama, it's running people off who could be helping find Sebastian Rogers. It's keeping good help away. People who are new to Sebastian's case look over this way and they're gonna run. Why would they want to try to help? So they can be added to the alleged enterprise target list, so they can be attacked, doxxed, harassed, made fun of, called very harmful names that could get them hurt in their real life, defamed, have their family harassed, have their work life or employers contacted, getting their entire reputations ruined or questioned. If they see one defendant discussing just one of these plaintiffs' videos, they won't help Sebastian. They won't know Sebastian or Seth or Katie, and they won't have any reason to risk their entire being for one case when there's many other cases out there that they can go help that doesn't have these defendants denigrating anyone. The bottom line is these plaintiffs are demanding the defendants to stop all this mess and remove all the horrid stuff off of their platforms. End of this suit. They have to prove that they've deleted everything and request their supporters to follow their lead in this new direction, or they can refuse and continue, which means that a trial will happen, and that trial could take years of litigation, which would cost more than any creator makes on this platform in a lifetime. Unless you're Mr. Beast, and even then, he'd be broke, when all they had to do was stop spreading hate and denigrating others who want to help find Sebastian. Very simple. This isn't a difference of opinions issue. We all have different opinions and different speculations and different theories, and I think our power panels that we do show how many of us can get on one panel and completely disagree with everybody else on the panel and not denigrate a single person in the process. We're not harassing them. We're not calling them out of their name. We're not questioning their integrity. We're not putting their reputations at risk. We're having adult conversations because that's what you do when you have a true crime channel and you discuss true crime cases. But the name calling, the intimidation, the harassment, the going real life, contacting families, that's what needs to stop. This is a RICO case. This isn't a cease and desist. This is a massive lawsuit. It's not a joke. It's also creators bullying other creators on YouTube and TikTok because they don't like them. And they might have some history before Sebastian's case, but they're using Sebastian's case to harass, intimidate, bully, and ruin reputations for personal vendettas. That must stop. How does any of that help Sebastian's case? These actions are criminal, and the lawyers are prepared to show a judge and a jury the evidence to prove that. Nick DeHatt stated that it would take over 365 days just to present the discovery. 365 business days. That's how detailed these lawyers are. That's how detailed this paperwork is. Hopefully this will make more sense now, and hopefully this will clear up a few of the rumors and misconception of this case. This isn't to stop anyone from discussing Sebastian's case at all. It's to stop the bullying, the hate, the harassment, the gang mentality against people who want to find Sebastian, who want to help Sebastian's case. People who want to spread awareness for Sebastian. People who want to discuss the facts and theories in Sebastian's case. The hate must stop. This can be really simple, or it can be really hard. It's up to each defendant. A RICO case isn't a game, nor is it fake or frivolous or whatever. These lawyers leading this case mean business. Mr. Castor was a lawyer for former President Trump. This is huge. That's all I have for now. Head over to Mr. E's and listen to each word in this document so that you'll understand the severity of this case. Didn't we recently hear people saying how they wished that some parent would file a suit to stop creators from discussing parents of missing children? I even heard some suggest that Chris and Katie should do it since they have money and all. But now that Seth is doing just what they suggested, these same people are saying this is a joke and how wrong of Seth. This is not to silence anyone. I can't say that enough. This is to stop the frivolous attacks. This also isn't about who did it worse. If I see one more Bullhorn Betty comparison, I'm going to scream. If people have been hurt by a creator, file a suit, press charges, or stop. This is about the people named as plaintiffs having their lives ruined by the people named as defendants. Period. Listen to their statements in these documents. It's not a what about battle game. It's not about money. It's not to silence anyone. It's to stop the hateful attacks. I don't know how else to word this. My brain hurts. I just finished the entire 5.5-hour live that Mr. E and Mrs. E and Auntie E did to read this document and that's when I decided that I wanted to make this video. So I'm done now. Be respectful in the comments, and may you have the kind of day that karma feels you've earned. And until next time, I love you bunches.